All right, every video journey starts someplace, and so this is going to be mine. This is my briefcase. It's a recent purchase, Alpine Swiss 17-inch legal size roller bag. I bought it, and one of the wheels picked up a rock and locked up, and then proceeded to grind down on the ground. You can see this here. Anyway, now it makes an annoying clicking sound if you're rolling it on the ground. So today we're gonna fix it. So after a quick search on Amazon, finding out what I needed to know is taking dimensions of the wheels, which I'll do here shortly. I just happen to have a set of calipers. Measure the wheel diameter, and then also the width. You can get replacement ones on Amazon for relatively cheap, and you get them by the pair. The problem is you have to cut these out, which is a total pain, but we'll go ahead and start doing that. It does require that you have to cut the interior lining. I know some of them show that you can kind of get a saw in here to cut the axle of the wheel off, but the plastic housing I'm kind of worried about messing up with a, kind of with a hand hacksaw is what a lot of kits for replacing these wheels come with. The other option is you can get a grinding insert for like a Dremel, and that Dremel you can then go from the inside, grind off the ends, and then just push the axle out. So that's my plan on this go around, is to go do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up to do that. All right, so I made as neat an incision as I can in the lining of my bag. You can see that there's the wheel housing right there in the back, and you can see the silver axle. So we're just gonna grind that cap off. There's one on the other side. I'll grind both of them off. Just got like I said, just a Dremel with a grinding bit on there, and I'll go ahead and see if I can do this with limited hand. I'm also a little bit gimpish. I had shoulder surgery about 7 weeks ago. Not quite 100% yet, but we'll see how I do on this. Apparently I need to re-angle everything so I can see it. It's always the age-old problem, getting everything in the perfect lineup. Try this again. I think that side is done. I'm gonna go swip over to the other side. I don't know if you can see it. You can definitely tell that the other side is free because the pin is coming out on this side now, which is down in there. So yeah, we'll grind off this side. That way we should be able to push it through. This way there's just not enough room. We'll be able to push it out the other way, but we'll definitely have to grind off both sides because of the briefcase structure. It wouldn't definitely fit through just pushing it through. Let me get set up to go grind that other side. little bit of a balancing act getting it up there so you guys can see it. That just about got it. Let's see. Okay, so that was actually a super pain. So this was the pin. Focus, you fuck. So anyway, this is the pin on the other side. You can see that I did not actually grind through the one side, but I was able to grind through the other side, and it pushed right on out. Wheel came out, you can see the flat. I was actually getting pretty frustrated with it. I almost thought about just grinding this all the way off and trying to cut it through, but try to cut through the side, but this just bearing spun. But yeah, unfortunate. But anyway, now it's free and open. Haven't damaged it too much, although I did right here down at the bottom. I slipped and the Dremel started to go through the bag plastic for the wheel retainer. That was unfortunate. Lesson learned. All right, so from Amazon, once you get the dimensions of the wheel and the width of the wheel, which are pretty important, I found the closest thing that I could get to there. This one of Verisol, closest that I can find to it. Here's what came. And give you the cutest little glove ever. My hand that's ginormous. Definitely not me. That's going in the round file. Replacement pins. Now these are all threaded and screwed, so I had to grind the old pin out. So I got to be able to slide these new pins in. They give me different widths, based on the configuration of that doobly-doo there for, I guess, the wheel retainer. And then these are the wheels. Now the width is approximately the same within a couple millimeters, because they go by millimeters for whatever reason, even though this is America. The diameter was pretty much spot on. I think it's within a couple thousandths of a millimeter. So these are pretty close. A little different, but same overall. I just actually pitched the other wheel, so I can't really show that to you. I'll go ahead and slide this one in, find the right size pin, screw it all together, and color this project done. All right, so by happenstance, they gave me 4. I thought it was a package for just 2, but I got 4. I have a feeling these are going to end up on another project, maybe something like a material roller, or I've been thinking about putting in like a material trolley in my shop. Actually, we'll have a shop tour here in the coming days, weeks, months, whatever that's going to look like. I've got a lot of projects around here. Actually, there's one in the background, but we'll keep in touch. All right, so here's the old original. I had to go fish this out and the pin because I had a moment of an epiphany. So just to kind of show same size wheel for all intents and purposes. Well, let's see, let's do roughly same size wheel. I mean, I could go get the micrometer. There's the original pin. But like I said, this kit came with 3 different sizes. Well, the other reason I wanted to go fish the original pin out is now I can match up the right size pin. There it is. It's the right size pin. So now I know which one to use. All right, so here's something interesting. So this is in the kit, and it came with screws. Each of the screws came with a Loctite, some washers, and a spacer. I'm assuming that the spacer is to take up play when you don't have a perfect fit. I know that this pin fit up with my other pin, so when I screw this all together, lock her down, it'll be good. But if you didn't, which I'll just take this off and probably lose it, unless I see another reason to have it, or maybe it's a spacer to keep the wheels rolling. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, there was no other instructions in the bag that I saw. Maybe I just missed it. I'll check that again here. But anyway, so this is actually a fairly complete kit. Now, the washers on these are not going to go on the screw head. That actually go between the wheel and the wheel carrier. These you can have rub on the plastic, but what we don't want is the wheel rubbing on the plastic directly. Over time, that'll just eat away the wheel. Well, the washer will actually help that. So I'm not gonna put that on there. Or I'll put it between the wheel and the bag housing, which I'll have to slide in very carefully. All right, so I've got the pin in the bottom washer between the wheel retainer in here, and I've got it up to the first one, so I got to figure out how to slide in that second washer. But one of the things I noted is I lucked out. There's enough misalignment in the pin pulling it out with the structure of the case that actually holds the pin in place, so I can manipulate things while I'm trying to monkey and get the washer in between there and the screw and whatnot. So, but it's can't really see anything, so I'm not going to show it on the video. But just as an FYI, that actually really worked out well. All right, well, with a little off-camera magic and a lot of pain, frustration, some swearing, some things thrown across my shop, getting these in here and getting everything lined up was a huge pain. Basically set one, try not to have it move the pin or move the screw, get the screw started, and then leave one Allen key in the hex, turn it, and it's a quarter turn at a time. It took a long time, but success. Wheels work. It's in, it's done. I have 4 more wheels. Hopefully I'll never have to use them again. You know, it fairly worked all right. I think this definitely would work. This is the better way to do it. Go in there, grind off the heads to go through. Although I did go change to a different grinding tip on my Dremel. More coarse, also flat, and it just chewed right through it really fast. It was actually a lot better going with this one. I had a bullet one on before and it took forever, kept slipping off. This just zip right through it. It's done. All right, that's what I got for this one. Stay tuned for shop tour. Like I said, thanks for watching. The proof is in the no clickety click, smooth rolls, roll straight. Yay!